On Rockaway Beach, if there are waves, there is surf, and if there is surf, there are always some heads in the water. Surfing is a year-round commitment in New York City, and on a good winter surf day, no less than 15 surfers donning thick, full-bodied wetsuits can be seen from the boardwalk, crashing, cruising, and paddling into waves. The surf season never ends here in Rockaway, and with the help of local surf shop Borders, people are learning how to surf year-round. Teaming up with Mike Chris from Borders, one dedicated surfer and teacher who jokes he's the only black surfer in Rockaway, finds ways to keep the season alive 365 days a year. Lewis, a native New Yorker born in Queens, started surfing in his 30s and has been living in Rockaway since 2007 when he felt pulled in by the oceanside perks. He's been running the Black Surfing Association chapter in New York City since 2016.
When I moved here, I didn't see too many black surfers, so I was fascinated about black surfing, and black surfers. So, I typed in black surfing, and up popped Tony Corley's picture. And I Googled him. I friended him on Facebook, and we started being friendly and stuff like that. And then about 4 years ago, there was a fire in Coney Island, and there was an officer named Dennis Guerra, who was actually from Rockaway here, and his partner. They took the elevator up to the fire. They got off on the 12th floor, and they were succumbed by smoke. Dennis died a couple days later. His partner survived, but when they found out who did it, it was a 13-year-old kid named Marcel Dockery, and a black kid. And the cop said to the kid, "Why'd you do it?" And the kid was like, "Oh, I was bored. I had nothing to do." I said, "Bored?" So I'm thinking to myself, man, if this kid was like surfing, or if he was like doing an activity, this cop would be alive. So I called up, I sent Tony a message on Facebook. I said, "Would you mind if I started an East Coast chapter out here?" And he's like, "Yeah, no, he said, no. He said, yeah, he said, "What do you want to do?" I said, "Well, I was thinking maybe surf lessons, stuff like that." And he's like, "Okay, sure."
Right after you're done
Lewis
with your base
also
coat,
hosts workshops
then you put your
covering the
top coat.
basics of surfing
Top
from
coat.
waxing to suiting up during the winter.
Like I said, waxing is the least fun part of surfing. You want that whole top of the board, that's the deck. You want that whole thing waxed, but you don't want to go too far over the edge of the board. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
All right. You're all set. Thanks for coming in, guys, and I'm going to see you all out in the water this summer, right? All right, thank you, Lou.
Thank you.
Thanks, brother.
Thanks, Mike.
Okay, good job.
Guys,
Lewis believes the water can be much safer than the streets of New York City, particularly for those who know how to swim and surf. That's why he teaches as many local kids as he can for free.
Despite the name being Black Surfing Association, I call it Black Surfing Rockaway, but despite the name, most of the kids I have are white, Polish, Irish, Jewish. I get a few black kids. And the parents, they don't say a word, because you know what they realize?
people lose them.
This kid's, I got this one father, after my surf lesson, and it was only his daughter's second day, he said, "Lewis, come here, I'm going to talk to you." He gave me a giant bottle of Polish vodka from his country. I said, "You don't have to do that." "No, I don't do that for this." He says, "No." He goes, "Lewis, you're teaching my daughter something that I can't." He goes, I'm a soccer coach. I can't teach this." And they appreciate that. They realize that surf lessons are $125 an hour. They realize that I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. They realize that I could be doing something else. So it's funny, not one of them ever said, "Lewis, why is it black?" Right now, it's been taking off like crazy. I hate saying this, and I'll pat myself on the back, but I had the best nonprofit in Rockaway. I'm always doing something. You get people that have nonprofits here in Rockaway they take a break during the winter months. And this is when I excel, because I want to build up this nonprofit and my following for when spring, summer comes, and I'm ready, boom, ready to go.
For Rockaway surfers, the winter doesn't lower the bar, it raises it. And for residents like Lewis, encouraging kids year-round to respect and appreciate the ocean is especially important because they'll become the surfers of tomorrow. In teaching kids how to surf, even in harsh weather, he hopes to spread the joy of ripping, a feeling that every surfer lives for, even on the coldest days of the year and in one of the busiest cities in the world.